This is Pop News, and I'm the pissed off pussy. In 2001, our government, under Tony Blair's lead, took us to war in Iraq, which lasted 8 years, killed 179 British soldiers, killed an estimated 500,000 Iraqis, and cost us nearly £9 billion. The reasons given, in order, were to remove a regime that developed and used weapons of mass destruction, that harboured and supported terrorists and committed human rights abuses. Tony Blair and Alistair Campbell worked on a speech to convince Parliament to go to war that emphasised greatly that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. As we discovered, and now know, there were no WMDs, and Iraq and the world is more unsafe because of the creation of ISIS out of Iraq, and it seems the country was deliberately lied to. In 2004, the Butler Review was damning of the reasons for us going to Iraq. It said evidence about Iraq's WMDs was unreliable because information came third-hand, the sources wasn't checked, and Iraq having WMDs was based on them buying uranium from Congo, whose uranium mines were flooded decades earlier. This left people who give a shit, notably parents of soldiers who have died, wondering why we actually went to war in Iraq. So, in 2009, Gordon Brown finally announced the Chilcot Inquiry, an inquiry set up to investigate the run-up to the conflict, the subsequent military action, and the aftermath. It's supposed to find out how the decisions were made so that it can identify any lessons it can learn for future decisions on going to war that would avoid it happening due to, well, a load of bollocks. So it sounds like government know that the reasons were baloney, and the public are concerned enough to find out the truth. However, the inquiry was going to be held behind closed doors. Thankfully, some of the media kicked up enough of a storm that it was changed to be held in public. Open sessions were held from 2009 to 2011, where we got to see everyone involved, right up to Tony Blair, interviewed on TV about what happened. Finally, the public gets to see what the people we pay get up to when a war proposed by the USA is building up. Only, not really. It's a bit of a shambles. It was originally supposed to be published in 2014, but it was delayed because, for some reason, the USA wasn't happy about phone calls between George Bush and Tony Blair being released. Conversations just before the invasion were blocked by the Foreign Office, claiming it would present a significant danger to British-American relations. I wonder why. Frankly, who gives a fuck about that when you consider that special relationship has caused the failed Iraq and Afghanistan wars, hundreds of thousands of deaths, ISIS, and a pretty hate-filled world right now. Once those delays were finalised, it was getting close to the 2015 general election, and Lord Wallace of Saltaire decided, on behalf of the government, that it would be inappropriate to publish the findings on the lead up to the election. It's almost as if they think that discovering, or more like confirming what we already know, that our politicians don't work for us, but for themselves and corporate interests, we might have not backed any of them up in an election by bothering to vote for the lying warmongering pricks. So, the election was in May 2015. It's now August 2015, 3 months later, but still no publication. Chilcot sent letters to the people it is going to criticise before being published, and arguments are now happening about the criticisms which are set to delay the publication until beyond 2015. The inquiry so far has cost us £9 million, and with documents being kept secret and people being given the chance to challenge it before the public even see it, it is being called by some a whitewash, a cover-up. With the people responsible for the illegal war in Iraq currently advising the country against voting for Jeremy Corbyn in case of, ironically, annihilation, It really makes you wonder if our seemingly corrupt MPs or ex-MPs are so corrupt that they're desperate to cover up what they've done. Parents of soldiers who died are threatening to sue if it's delayed further beyond 2015, and I hope they fucking do. Fuck the criminals who took us to war. Chilcott, publish that report now. You've been watching Pissed Off Pussy News, and I'm the Pissed Off Pussy. Please click subscribe and like and get involved in the comments below. See you next time. Bye bye.